There is no prison more powerful than the one built inside your own head, and no freedom more absolute than the one you forge with your thoughts. The mind is not a mirror, it's a mold. It doesn't just reflect your reality, it creates it. Before the money, before the confidence, before the purpose, before the results, there is the mind, the battlefield, the blueprint, the beginning of everything. And until you rewire it, until you take control of the signals you've been programmed to receive, you will keep reliving the same year and calling it your life. So listen closely. Greatness isn't a gift. It's a wiring, and you can install it or destroy it with the power of your own thoughts. Because the truth is, you were programmed to survive, but you must rewire yourself to succeed. From the moment you were born, your brain began recording voices, fears, rules, labels, limits, and over time you internalized them. You're not good enough. People like us don't get rich. Be realistic. Don't speak too loud. Play it safe. They weren't just words, they were wires laid deep in your subconscious, rooted in repetition, and what's repeated becomes real. But here's the truth they never told you. You are not your programming. You are the programmer. And the same way old thoughts were installed, new ones can overwrite them. Your brain is not fixed. It's plastic. It bends, it shifts, it updates, but only if you command it to. Rewiring begins with awareness. You must become the observer. You must watch your mind like a hawk, because most people think they're thinking. They're not. They're just remembering. They're replaying the same inner loops, the same childhood code, the same inherited fears, and expecting a different life. So ask yourself, what thoughts dominate my mornings? What emotions do I feed on? What story do I keep telling myself about myself? Because that story, that loop, becomes law. And until you interrupt it, until you challenge it, your brain will serve it to you like gospel. But the moment you interrupt that thought, the moment you pause and say, no, not this time, you create space. And in that space is freedom. Now, understand this. The subconscious mind is your greatest ally or your greatest saboteur. It does not judge. It does not think critically. It simply accepts what you repeat. That means every I can't, every I'm tired, every I'm not enough is an instruction, and your mind obeys. But so is every I am powerful, I am built for this, I am disciplined, focused, and worthy. Repetition is the key. Repetition is the ritual. Because every time you affirm your new reality, every time you speak greatness instead of fear, your brain starts rewiring. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Say it, visualize it, write it, live it, over and over, until the lie becomes weak and the truth becomes instinct. Understand this, the mind doesn't change through information. It changes through immersion. If you want to rewire your brain for greatness, you must flood your environment with it. Not a quote here and there, not a Monday motivation, but a total mental takeover. You must drown out the noise of mediocrity until the only voice you hear is your own, aligned, focused, disciplined, and locked on the life you came here to build. Change your inputs, cut the gossip, block the noise, starve the distractions. Surround yourself with voices that speak power, ideas that demand growth, environments that challenge your limits, not protect them, because your mind is always listening. So feed it something worth becoming. Now let's talk about identity, because rewiring isn't just about what you think, it's about who you believe you are. And here's the hard truth. You will never outperform your self-image. If you believe you're unworthy, you'll sabotage the success. If you believe you're small, you'll shrink in moments that require greatness. If you believe you're a fraud, you'll overcompensate or quit. So you must become ruthless with your identity. Not fake, not delusional, aligned. Who are you when no one is looking? What do you believe you deserve? What future are your habits preparing you for? Because the brain doesn't respond to who you wish you were, it responds to who you train yourself to be. And identity isn't inherited, it's built. One choice, one action, one belief at a time. Let me be clear. Rewiring is not magic. It's work. It's waking up when the old version of you says sleep in. It's choosing the gym when the old wiring says quit. It's picking up the book when your phone screams for your attention. It's betting on yourself when the world tells you to play small. That's the real rewiring, not in theory, but in the trenches. Because the mind doesn't just change when you think differently. It changes when you act differently. And action rewires faster than thought. Every time you override that old voice, every time you prove your new identity with your choices, you lay down a new neural path, and that path becomes a road, and that road becomes a route to greatness. So keep walking it until it's no longer new, it's normal. Greatness is not a lightning strike, it's not a miracle. It's not some divine accident that chooses one and skips another. Greatness is installed. It's a program. Written line by line, choice by choice, day by day, into the operating system of your life. It's what happens when you stop reacting and start reprogramming. When you stop waiting to feel ready and start acting like the person you decided to become. Because the truth is brutal and beautiful. Your brain doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about your patterns. So change the pattern. Wake up early even when your old self begs for 5 more minutes. Speak power even when you feel fear. Invest in yourself even when doubt whispers you're not worth it. Do it again and again and again. Because one day the wiring flips and you no longer have to fake the new identity. You are it. You no longer have to battle the old thoughts. They've withered and died. You no longer shrink in big moments. You rise because the greatness is no longer out there. It's in here. It's in how you breathe, how you move, how you lead, how you love, how you show up day in, day out, not just with ambition, but with alignment. You have rewired your mind. You have reprogrammed your destiny. And now the world has to catch up to the new you. So here's the final truth. No one was born for greatness. We build it. We become it. We install it through discipline, belief, and relentless repetition. And it starts the moment you decide, I will no longer be ruled by old programming. I will no longer play the character others wrote for me. I will design a new system, install a new code, and forge a new path. Because I am the author now. So write the new script, run the new commands, install the future you deserve, and when they ask how you did it, you'll say, I rewired my mind for greatness.